Hi guys, as you can see, it's 9/11 and it's the 16th anniversary, and this World Center Hotel, which is right by, the World Trade Center, all these people are going over to see it. So I think they're getting out of work early for this. It's a very somber day here in New York, and so a lot of people just come to visit and see this to commemorate and just honor those. Show myself. And just to honor those who lost their lives. A lot of firefighters and policemen lost their lives, and a lot of just people who were working around here lost their lives. So this is a very sad occasion, and we're all just here in New York, and we're just honoring those and also honoring the people who they lost family that day. Some people lost their fathers, some people lost their mothers, cousins, aunts, uncles, friends, husbands, wives. So a lot of people are just looking back on this day and thinking of those that they lost, or celebrating those who worked hard to help others. So we are thinking of them, and I am personally praying for the people's families as they think today. As you can see, there are NYPD division around. They are always here, but there are ambulances and fire trucks. Just everyone is here, just honoring what happened. Veterans out here. People put flowers here, flags, on the names of the people that they loved. As you can see how close the World Trade Center is right here. Just right next to where the Twin Towers were, and now the memorial. I'm gonna go to the other memorial section right now. See if there's anyone over there who wants to talk. Here's the other one. Here's the other memorial. The other Twin Tower was. Same kind of thing. Roses and everything.
I want to cry.
I didn't ask anyone over there if they wanted to talk, because a lot of people are just very sad and spending time with their loved ones. But as you can see, people are just sitting here, laying here on the grass and just reflecting. be. I have to go to class now, but I will be coming back later, seeing if I can talk to anyone then. Excuse me, sir. Were you here on the day of 9/11?
No, I came here on September 22nd.
Okay.
I was a policeman at that time in the suburbs of Chicago.
So did you see it on the news? How did you hear of the event? Just everywhere?
My cousin was Tom Anthony Casoria, who was a firefighter who was killed here.
I'm very sorry.
We had heard that he was missing. And I took some vacation time from my job as a police lieutenant and drove out here to help.
Yeah.
And, do whatever we could do to
In what ways were you able to help out when you got here?
Well, we did guard duty, we directed traffic, we did the bucket brigade, and we're digging through the rubble. This was the identification card they gave me back then that gave me access to Pier 92, 94, and Ground Zero, because it was a crime scene, so you was restricted duty.
Yeah.
But you know what? I came here to do anything they wanted me to do. Sweep. It didn't matter. Whatever they wanted. I was by the UN doing guard duty. I did a shift at a gas station where it was Arabone. They thought there'd be some retaliation. So you came here to volunteer. You did anything they wanted you to do.
Thank you. Thank you. When you got here, what was the feeling was everyone afraid that you were able to talk to?
I got here about 8:30 at night and checked in at the Javits Center. And then an officer asked me if I wanted to go down. And you could only get so far. It was fencing up at Chambers and Canal Street. You couldn't really get past Canal without some kind of official duty and stuff. But I remember pulling in the back here, and I said to him, I'll never forget the words I said, "We're not in Kansas anymore." And there were just piles of rubble, and stuff was still burning then.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a photograph. I came back here in October with my son to help out, and I have a picture of an active flame about 4 feet high protruding from the front of tower number 2.
Wow.
On Halloween. And that's how many days later. There were still active fires here. But
wow.
This is nothing like it was when it happened.
Yeah.
And I came 10 days late with the trucks. There were trucks lined up from here to Battery Park. And there were big, like, crane grabbers just grabbing metal in piles and going 1, 2, 3, next truck. 1, 2, 3, next truck. Metal fell off and hit somebody, you were out of luck.
Yeah.
I mean, you had a helmet on and that kind of stuff, but it was just chaotic. But I'll tell you what, being a policeman and a chief and now a retired mayor, they had this as well oiled as you could have imagined, handling a disaster, not having any prior preparation or experience in something like this.
Yeah.
Best organized thing I've ever seen. Hats off to Rudy Giuliani and his team. Couldn't ask for a better guy to run the show in a crisis.
Do you live here now, or do you still?
I live in Chicago.
Okay.
Every year, never missed a ceremony. I was a reader twice already, 5 years and 10 years. The plan is to come back every year. As we said, we'd never forget.
Yeah.
My cousin's on the end there. Tom Casoria's got the biggest American flag I put in there today. And I honor his memory and all the memory of everybody here. I'm going to say they didn't have to die, and they did. It's a sad day for us. At the end of the war. And even more officers and workers. It's probably another, yeah, I gave a speech for the police memorial in Cook County, Illinois, and I do a lot of research in that, and there were probably 100 other police officers and firefighters who succumbed to some kind of cancer. You know, I was doing the Police Memorial Week, and I'm looking at every state, how many officers died, so I could, comment on it. And I see New York, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what the heck? I looked at every New York officer's name to see. A couple were assassinated. Others were got killed in the line of duty that were forgotten about. But the majority were ones that had lymphoma, cancer, lung cancer, this cancer, that cancer, that cancer. So, and even myself. I have a blood disease now that could be attributed to this.
Yeah.
Say could, might be. No one has it in my family. The only reason but I take my chemo pills every day.
Yeah.
And that's that. So anybody that was down here working, I mean, it was the unknown of what was in the air. And I was telling somebody else, I was here in October of that year because we heard that they were going to hit again in October. That's when the anthrax was here. And my son and I were here. If you didn't have a mask on, you couldn't see or breathe. That October 31st weekend was horrible, even out on Broadway. It was so arid, it burned your eyes, and you had to have a respirator on. And that was October when when they were taking everything away. Everything was now coming up. I mean, God knows what was there. And besides this cousin here, there's two other firefighter cousins. One was sick, and he wasn't able to work that day. But the other one came and was a rescue guy and actually found his own cousin. They didn't find him until April the 8th.
Wow.
And he is on medical because of breathing issues that evolved from being here from September 12th and 11th all the way around until April the 8th when they found his cousin. So, I mean, sad. There's a million sad stories. I'm distant. I live in Chicago, but my father came from Brooklyn, moved to Chicago, and my sons are Chicago policemen. My nephews are Chicago policemen.
Wow.
They've been here at the ceremony. They realize public service is a way to go, regardless of how anybody feels.
Thank you.
That's my story of the day. But yeah, this is a changed place from September 11th, 2001.
Yeah.
Photographic history of that, which obviously is available online. There's no comparison. And I'll tell you, every week you come back, like you go for a month and come back to work, it was so many changes. It's like, wait, that wasn't here before, and this was moved here, and I mean, this was all little restaurants that they set up along here, and in the buildings that were still there, like where the Burger King is, all that. And all the chefs from all the restaurants were down here making, and it wasn't just, hamburger and fries for us. I mean, it was stuff that was, oh my God, 5-star restaurant food.
Wow.
And the funny part, they had a similar setup at the Javits Center. That was the check-in place. And if anybody knows Loretta Swit from MASH, she was cooking hamburgers in the barbecue area for all the officers that were there.
Wow.
And I remember that in the city of New York, they had trays. They're coming by jamming a thermometer in there, making sure that it was, I guess, healthy or heated up so we wouldn't get sick.
Yeah.
Who's thinking about that? We're, policemen and firemen, they eat the cardboard off the pizza things. We drink coffee that's 10 days old. But they had the wherewithal to make sure that none of us got sick eating food that wasn't heated properly. I mean, it's amazing. One day I'll write a book.
Yeah. Guys, so as you can see, I was just able to talk to a man named Sam, who was a police officer who came from Chicago. Look here. people honoring with flags dedicated to those who feel and those who carry on. There's flowers and people surrounding this area. Flags. My camera's about to die. I will be able to charge it in class though. That's random. Oh look, they have the blue on the other building too. Why is it blue? Okay, I can at least record. Hey guys, see, here's the lights to represent the Twin Towers. Okay. Are there not two of them? Is there just one that they do? I thought they did two. Oh, they're next to, oh, I see that now. There's two.
You guys want to go down that way?
Can we?
See if we can go home that way too?
Yeah. So we just walk?
Yeah, just walk through the crowd.
Okay. Sorry, excuse me. I'm back at home now, and I just wanted to, before ending this 9/11 commemoration days video, I wanted to say, if there's anyone watching this video that was affected by that, or lost their family members, or knew somebody that died, I am very sorry, and I am praying for you and your family, or your friend's family. And thank you so much. And I thank God that for the police officers and the firefighters who were brave and they went to help people. So thank you for watching this video. Have a good night and see you guys next time. I know I just said goodbye, but I just wanted to say that I definitely noticed today that literally the whole entire city just is a part of this. Even if they weren't alive at this time or they weren't around at this time, everyone comes out of their buildings to see the lights, to go over to see the memorial. People from all over the city come, and all over the world. But the city, it was affected, and the people here, they definitely were affected by the situation and this horrible thing. So they come out, and a lot of people are just around, and not a lot of people working. Like at my job, I wasn't working today, but somebody else was working and said that there was barely anyone there because they were all just working at home because of the day what day it is. I noticed some places getting out early, and I also just noticed a lot of people just coming around and just reflecting, I guess, and commemorating. That would be the word. Commemorating. So, thanks guys.